through. This is just showing the car finished. I just put a little bit of a red background. You don't have to place that in there with some of the coloring, but you can try it out. But initially, you can use a number of different tools. I just did the pen tool, illustrating the different segments of a car to show the cross lines, everything that comes through it. And you probably could duplicate the tire, but it doesn't matter to make them separate to give a little bit more variation to it. And the width profile is trying to give you as much variety in the line as I talk about the drawings with the pencil or pen where you're trying to get a thickness, usually with the thicker side at the base or the bottom, but this can also apply to the outline. So once you have it selected, you can change on the top of the control panel the stroke, the thickness, the variable width profile at the top of it, and you can select different parts of the car line to change. You can swap them, you can flip them across so that they go to different directions, and it gives you a little bit more variety to the line. This is just a free-form sketch with again with the pen tool. You could use the pencil tool or whatever line drawing tool you have, and I just went into the swatches to the gradients, solid colors, get the gradients, try to change the thumbnail sketch, and just go through the library and just click on a variety of colors just to see what it would look like, both for the exterior and maybe the hubcaps and the window, and you get a little bit of a look to a car there. The second one is just using a straight line with the pen tool or a line segment tool, and then adjusting the variable width profile, which we've tried before. So here I just put in 3 points, change the thickness to it, and take a little bit of color for the stroke, and use the variable width tool to adjust this, and when you drag it, it'll tighten up and make a corner, so it makes this little bit of an arrow. If you double click on it, you'll bring up the width profile dialog box, and then this one just allows you to change the points independently or on the screen, just like every option seems to have with Illustrator. And now just going with the line tool, the different gradients and the stroke affiliation, and you can see that you can get a variety of different looks to it just by using the gradient with the stroke, and gives you a little bit, and you can try other effects in the appearance panel. This is just going with the drop shadow. And the last one, just this boat, you can treat the same thing. You can do the boat outline, most of the outline except for the top cabin, and just use the width profile right from the stroke panel. So that'll give you a couple options to choose from. And this is just using the pen tool. Like I said, you can use any of the tools and then just selecting all of them, moving it so you can see what is selected, and then Command Z to put it back. Gives you the width profile, and then this one is using the tool to get half the segment. This last part is trying to create a line segment with the waves. So if you create the path at the end and just do the width profile to bring up the tops, and then go right next to it, and then just drag that one to the left or right. That's going to give you this kind of a arrow looking piece that you had before. Change the stroke color, and you can flip it, reverse it. It turns into a profile, and you can save those just by going into the panel of the profile at the bottom and title it, and you can save yourself a profile for that. This is just putting again some other color in the background for the water, a little bit of a shape for the cloud. Just get a color, give it a fill, and just send it to back. So just some quick sketches.